So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team. Brandon?
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles coming to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL. Could be a good one between the Chicago Bears and our home team. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they had it easy last week. They jumped out to an early lead and then put it on cruise control from there.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
He'll drop to throw. The middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. They'll look to throw here. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't...
Got it. Mark it. Got it. Orbit.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. That's caught at the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. J.J. Nelson. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders...
Here we go. Bravo. 90 Wolf. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
They're going to look. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Back to throw here. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Set. 10-2 stop.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Good job, D. Good
The
job,
numbers
D.
on the ground for Martin a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Hard.
Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Hey, Sam off. Check nickel. Now.
Looking to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll look to throw. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On the ground, Richard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They run. Martin. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down, it's Martin. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, Martin. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. Their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team...
Ready? 70, Indy. Hey, Zoo. Slam. Sleep him.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards.
Alpha.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They'll drop the throw. And Gresham has it left side. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well,
it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
On the ready. Hey, lock it.
Not today, you won't. Not today. Check 99.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns.
Ready. 50, plant. Hey, box truck. Fire.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the silver and black continue to roll. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up.
Ready. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D. All day defense, all day.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean, you're talking about the best defenders in the world that you're trying to throw the ball against, and you're creating that type of a number. Fantastic job, fantastic performance. And he's going to have to ice up his arm afterwards, too.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Raiders are pouring it on. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many.
Down. 10-2 saw.
Here we go.
They'll try. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
That's it, baby. We got
A
work.
reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the silver and black.
Ready? Hey, Haywood.
I got one.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are pouring it on. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a...
They'll look to throw. Caught out right by Renfro. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to... That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the silver and black continue to roll. I don't even know what...
On the set.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
No. Leo. 5.
They'll set up a throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it'll be second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Raiders are pouring it on.
Ready? Skip the oar. Hey, Sam on. Ready?
Now back to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the...
That is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Go. 70. Indy.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball. Chip.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And stopped just a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll look to throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On second down now, Richard. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26. You know, he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They're going to look to throw.
When you have someone throwing it
that is caught by Brown. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown. He flat out can't be stopped. And the silver and black continue to roll. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee. He'll come out throwing here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Raiders, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. Effort.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah.